Everybody, welcome back to GregTech New Horizons, episode 67 with me, Sid, and we've been making what for me are some fairly hefty leaps and strides in the medium voltage arena. We've done things like I brought the lossless cable for the low voltage round here, so this, pardon me, is pretty much always charged, and I'm actually now questioning the need to actually even have this on solar anymore. But we are rapidly running out of space in here for low voltage machines. In fact, if we were to go and continue making low voltage machines, I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I could bring a wire up here and put another couple in. I could, there's lots of different ways I could make this space work. But up here, of course, we've got our medium voltage, where we've now got a dehydrator, advanced fluid solidifier, which allowed us to make our nice little crossbow. I've not done any leveling on that since we did that. I do need to take those over. But I suspect that I am going to struggle in this footprint, this one chunk footprint, and consequently we're going to start expanding, and we are going to expand this way, so we're over the fish farm. The fish farm is really definitely at the moment a backdoor project. It's a back pocket project even. It's just not something that's high up on my agenda at the moment. Biodiesel would be nice, and we'll get there eventually. But this is a marathon, definitely a marathon, not a sprint. So my plan today is to extend this out this way. So if we bring the chunk borders on, we're going to go out. Oops, hello. Why am I not getting a good... Oh, it's because I haven't stood in it, okay. And to do that, I think we are, well, for starters, we're definitely going to need a scaffolding block. Because I need something to work in. A bit of dirt or something will do the job absolutely fine. Grab me a couple of those. So while that is happening, I am also running redstone alloy, not red alloy. Important to get the actually, no, I need to stick another 4 in. I'm keeping my eye on the generation, but I think we're actually fine. Reason being is because I would like to actually change the cabling in here to lossless. I mean, we're not losing a huge amount, but you do obviously lose some. If we have a look at this, loses 2 EUs per meter, so that'll be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. That will be 20. This machine will be losing a lot of power. So, and similarly, even worse over this side. So, yeah, let's get the lossless in. It's going to take a little bit of effort, but that should not be a major issue. So, we're going to start off with a little bit of extending out of the frame. I am going to drop some pillars down into the water, but we're not going to have... This is going to basically come out over the water completely from this side. So, let me... and... so that's one, it's just... Yeah, that should be right. So we'll... Obviously these are spawnable, so I do need to be aware of that. But expansion, it's vital. Right, so that will be there. Actually, it'll be there, won't it? Because I'm going to... Yeah, that's right. But it's only dirt, doesn't matter. Right. Basalt thing, and then this section here will become floor, and we'll have a good old rearrange. Possibly not get a huge amount done in terms of progress, but hopefully we'll get to a point where we can move on forward with some other projects as we go. So that's going to come around to there, and then round to here, and we'll just do the same. So yeah, my first job, get this in, get some pillars down, get a floor or spawn proof floor in, and walls and other bits and pieces. Back in a sec. Alright, I'm just putting I'm going to need more basalt. That is a definite. I have put the basalt in on the underside of this, and I'm just working on here. Now we've still got wires. I still need to put some stuff in here. I need to get all of this moved, get it all hooked in, and I'm currently, in addition to running wires, I'm generating lithium, and I'm electrolyzing clay to get lithium, because I'm kind of having a brain fart moment, if you like, and that is that if we look at cable, was that the right thing to look at? We can go this way, can't we? You're ultra low voltage, you're not the one I want. You. So redstone alloy cable, we can obviously bring across 1 amp of power on a single cable, and I can get a reasonable amount of that per ingot. 2 times will allow me to do 2 amps. So, and in a recent comment, C suggested I could have actually combined the cables and brought more across. 4 times would allow me to bring 4 amps. Now 4 amps will match up nicely to a 4 buffer battery, because a 4 buffer battery can output at a maximum 4 amps, whereas a 9 buffer battery can output 9 amps, and an 8 cable will only take 8, so there's a chance that I can ignite the cable, which is why I've been using 12s. But 12s are really bloody expensive. I mean, you're talking 6 ingots per. Now a 4 is 2 ingots per. So what occurred to me is I could bring out the power. I could bring power from the steam generator to a 4 times battery bank, which acts as a buffer, and then distribute that out to multiple battery banks around the place, and each one would then feed out to 4 machines. So I would never need more than a 4 times cable, which would save me a lot of pain. And I could even then, between the 4 times, I suppose once we've got the 4 times we are, yeah, but 4 times is still a lot less cable to move around, and each bank of 4 machines would have its own buffers. So instead of being like this and arrayed around the outside, they would be more like, let's say that's your battery bank in the floor. You'd have a cable here, and then you'd have machine, 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 and if I really wanted to be efficient, machine. And then we can also kind of pair the machines up by usefulness, and put crafting benches in around them and chests for any auxiliary bits and pieces. So that's where I'm kind of thinking. I don't want to take that glass away yet, because I haven't It's not watertight. And these things blow up. However, I do need to get more basalt because I'm definitely running out of this. I think I've got 64 left, so I might have enough for this, but I've got to do the next floor above as well. But that will then be currently will be a ceiling. I'm not going to have this symmetrical. This is going to be slightly changed up. So that's a thing. Just playing around with ideas of how to change up the way we arrange and order our machines, because there's still some machines we need in low voltage. You know, there's still a fluid canner, there's what else have we got? That's a tank, so I'm not too worried about that one, but that's an ore washer, autoclave, fermenter. It's also got one of those. Okay, suction device, basic extractor. As exhibition in terms of coal steam used in it. Yeah, of course, that's the thingy. Not so worried there, but you've also got that looks like a, what's it, basic gas turbine. That's not going to be a machine, but that's not going to be a machine. Sifting machine might be interesting. Don't know, not tried that. Macerator, of course. Rock breaker. Well, lots of cool. Interesting. So basically it's a cobble jet, but it uses power. Do the extra with the Wii U. Okay, we'll work out what that was. Basic compressor. You know, there are still a number of machines, and the one we do need to do is, and I need to get this one because presumably that might be the crop matron, thermal centrifuge. So yeah, lots and lots of things. Oh, what's this? Hang on. Sometimes you need a diode either to prevent burning up cables when splitting off a main line or on a thermo server's trunk borders. Okay. Not sure whether I would ever need one of those, but you know, there's capacity for more machines than what we've got in here. So this is what the idea of this floor is, but then we want to divide it up and make it work for us. That's the idea, and then that will allow me to bring down my redstone alloy usage. In the meantime, I need to just continue getting walls in, ceilings, we have got this floor in, we need the next ceiling in, but that will be a roof, which means that it will need to match up with, well, the water's there just to drain the water off the clay extraction. That will be this, which is stone panel. It's just smooth stone. So yeah, that is a thing what he is doing, and well, I'm going to carry on. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, we are starting to get to a point where the problem with a building episode like this is building in Terraform in GregTech. For some reason I want to say Terra Firma Crafts because it's a similar kind of statement. Building in this pack is not bloody easy. And whilst this is relatively easy compared to other packs, it's not, you know, it's not just a walk in the park. It's not a simple building experience. Now I am about ready to disconnect this, and what I'm going to do temporarily is I'm going to disconnect this, I'm going to disconnect this, I'm going to run the cable through here, and that will, I mean, that will be so lossy over there, that's fine, but it's as a temporary position, and it's also the basic fluid solidifier, so you know, it's not the be all and end all. And I'm going to probably hook the power in. Maybe around about there-ish. Somehow we'll work out how it's going to connect in, but we'll bring two wires. This wire and that wire will go in to give it two chargers from that. We'll disconnect the solar panel, and we can start getting all of this done. Now, am I going to be able to get this completely rearranged? He says, you notice there's a big block of windows that he didn't fill in. No, this episode, not a chance. You know, it's a lengthy process. It's just, it is what it is. But we will have the solar panel off, which means that we can, let me jump back down here. We can think about getting the other piece of work done, which is, I want to build a crop matron, which, we go and have a look at this. A crop matron. Where are you, crop matron? This one needs a bit of circuitry, an LV machine casing, some steel casing, a couple of tanks and an iron chest. And this thing should allow me to set up an automatic powered farm for wood, which, you know, we can then move away from this, having to manually harvest that every minute. Now I have got, I think we're probably got 32 oxygen left, but we've got 45, so that's a step in the right direction. So let's see, I need to, before I do that, I just need to finish off this roof, which is not a million miles off. The walls are all in. I think the crop matron is going to go on the roof here. I was originally going to put it on the mainland, but I think for this I'm going to set up a tree farm on the roof of this section. Hate these things. I wish they had the functionality that we have in Vintage Tory, where you can craft them again and they become horizontal or vertical versions only. That would be, to be fair, it's not a million. It's if you concentrate, it's fine. But I'm talking and I'm yakking at the same time, which is not always the easiest thing to do. So let us go, because we still need to take you out, but this is now in. I have got myself another 12 lithium and some sodium, so I could actually put sodium batteries into the blocks of 4 as well, which should still give them a fifth of a million EU each. Then draw from the bank and then draw from the generator. So swings and roundabouts really. This dismounts, covers and rotates rails. So let's, right, 1 8-volt solar panel, mine. Wrench and let's take the batteries out. Could do just need a safe place to stash those. Then we can take you out, take you out, put you back in, put you in, there, of course I haven't got, put you in, we'll get the one on the roof eventually, that's still tight, sealed. And then we need snippies, snippy snips. So we're going to take this out for starters. And I'm loving the magnet, by the way. The magnet is making so many things easy. And then we can take you out. We can snip, snip, snip. And connect. Oh no, that's fine. We're all connected. So everything will still work. As I say, it's not going to be as efficient as we might like, but at least it works. The only problem is there's no power coming into that now, so we need to come down here and let me have a look. If I go there, and I think if I put you like that, I can't see whether it's on the top. Let's just have nope, so that is pointing in, which is correct, isn't it? Yeah, that is correct. So I'm just trying to think my way through a paper bag here, which can't end well. So I want my snippy snips again. We're going to go snip, snip, snip. That's a pain. Didn't really want that exposed. It's just gonna have to do for now. And then we'll get my snippies again and go so that's powered, but now we've got double the trouble going in there. I can use one of those here just to clear that up. I'm going to have to live with that for the time being, but we'll tidy up more of this cabling as we move along. What I do need is I need to drop off you. Actually, do this right, John, you've got a chest for that. And snips can go away. All we need then is these. And yeah, recharged. Brilliant, working. As I say, not the prettiest of solutions, but a solution nonetheless, and we have our expansion here now. So that's all good. I have covered, I think, all of the spacers. I just need that one block that's missing from the roof, and we're laughing. Haha. One of those, that's cobble, not cobble. I want the other one, stone brick. And that's the expansion built, and as I say, temporarily the power hooked in. Boop. Thing. So there's plenty of room up here for, you know, a rooftop garden. So that I think works. Right, next things next. Let me just check how long I've been recording. And we need to have a look at this crop matron, which I presume that is a thing that we need to make anyway for this. Have I got... See, I should have... I've got motors. That's good. Let me just put you away for now. Got some glass stuff to put away. It's a bit tidying to do. And we've got some redstone alloy plus what's in the thing. So I think we're in a position of reasonable. Good. Now we've got a 1 low voltage battery buffer. We are going to be borrowing you for this project. So that's the thing. That and that will go together with a single battery in it. Just a sodium. Will be fine. That should allow us to run the crop matron. So I need both of those. Don't know why that's there. I made that. I've done that, haven't I? There's not something stupid in the quest line, is there? I know that's got the extruder for the parts. Yeah, let me just continue with this. So I just need an LV machine casing for starters. I can get going here. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, looks like I was over optimistic. So yeah, I mean the comment was from CRI about 4 months ago, saying that, you know, using the ultra low voltage solar panel could easily power a crop matron. So automating an 11 by 11 IC2 crop farm is easily possible. However, the crop matron doesn't harvest, it manages. I think we need the crop harvester, which is that, which is a bit more expensive and requires me to research that and a medium voltage things, whereas the crop matron is that. Now I may be wrong, and I will stick that back into the thing, but this is actually a quest line item anyway. So, and I suspect once we've researched that, it will unlock this, and that will take us into the harvesting thing. Now I don't know, I don't think there's anything in the farming crop automation part 1 crop matron. Well, monitor crops in 11, but it does, and also where water is needed. Is rainproof, and make sure you cover up your power supply. Which is fine. But then presumably that then goes to the crop harvester. So yes and no. I mean, we shouldn't. I mean, will I even need Weed X? I've not had any problem with the weeds or the trees. I don't know whether I need that or not for what I want to do, but obviously that is the next step, so I probably need to go there anyway. However, do I have any brass rods? I do not. I do, however, have a brass ingot and a lathe. That can go in there with that for now. So at least we can put a step in that direction. Which means we've now got you complete. And we can find out what this is. Basic scanner. Okay, medium voltage stuff, things, and a low voltage machine hull. Well, we probably want that anyway. We can, oh hello. Huh. Okay, let me just try that again, get rid of you. So we do want the crop matron, but we probably want to go there as well. So I think I'm going to have to prepare for that. In the meantime, I am going to continue working on, I could do with more oxygen actually. Which there are a variety of ways we can obviously get that. From all sorts of wonderful bits and pieces. I would have thought electrolyzing water was probably the simplest way, but let's just have a look at. Although it will obviously require power, won't it? No, I don't want to. I don't want the thing. I want the uses. Come on. Yeah, so basically half a litre of water will give me hydrogen and half a thing of water, but it uses 30,000 EU, so swings roundabouts. It's a source. It's an option. But yeah, I definitely need to work my power and, you know, get rid of this lossy cable, bring in some lossless cable. But I'm happy with the progress in terms of building. It's been a while since we added anything significant in terms of building to the base, so you know, it's all good. And yeah, I think on that note we'll call this one an episode. Short episode again. My voice still hasn't recovered from the weekend, so until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.